Hey guys, I just wanted to come and someone emailed me asking me to elaborate on um, parking at goport.com. They heard of GoPort as far as transportation, um, but in my research, I'm gonna try to explain what's the difference. Um, and if I miss something, charge it to my head and not my heart. But you can also um, go to goport.com and get more information. Um, Now, in preparing for um, cruising um, in this past couple of weeks ago in August, going on the Carnival Freedom, which is in Orlando, Florida, which is also known as Port Canaveral. Um, I think GoPort is only there. That's the only place that they operate in. Um, as far as what I can remember, like I said, doing my research and hearing about it with um, a couple of people that went on the cruise that I went with on the cruise, they use GoPort as far as flying into Orlando. Um, so it was transportation from the airport, um, one night stay at the hotel, which is the night before your cruise. Then they will come to the hotel, pick you up, take you to the ship or the port. Um, and then when your cruise come back, they will pick you up from the cruise port terminal and take you to the airport. Um, Now, when I was, like I said, researching, and all of that is you can pay one price, and they'll do all of it. Um, so I think the price that I was given in my research to be, I would have taken the train though and went over to the airport and did like that. Um, but to be picked up at the airport, taken to the hotel, picked up at that hotel the next morning, taken to the terminal, cruise port, and then when the cruise come back, being picked up, taken to the airport. That was five things. Um, it was 100 and I think like $185 roughly. Um, but since I had my cousin say she would go and we would drive, I canceled it. But I still used um, GoPort for parking. So it was um, you go to they have a specific place, which is like, I think it took us maybe 35, 40 minutes to get from, excuse me, the GoPort parking to the terminal, or the cruise port terminal. Um, it was about 30, 35, maybe 40 minutes. But I made the reservation online. It was $60 to park for 4 days, 5 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They counted Monday even though we were leaving Monday. So 5 days was $60 plus. $5 because it was two people. Um, and if there were additional people, it would be an extra $5 for each person. So three people would have been $70. Four people would have been $75. Um, I'm not sure about riding the bus. Um, I guess it might be the same, but when they had signs all over the van, inside the van, saying that tips are appreciated. Um, so if you watch cruise videos, everybody's gonna be talking about tipping. Um, so that's where the tipping started. You know, the driver of the van. And then when we got to the port, it was the porters. I tipped the porters. I had wheelchair access. So once he got me on the ship, I tipped him. Um, so, and it's good to tip. It's good to tip if you want to continue to have good service. Um, and then getting back from the cruise, we had a specific place that we go on the ship for wheelchair assistance. Um, that person that pushed me off the ship to um, the GoPort van, I tipped him. Um, I didn't tip the porter again when we went through to get our luggage. Um, so, we got to the van, then we got up in the van, the driver put our luggage in the little um, pool trailer thing. It was closed in. I don't know what you would call it, but he put our luggage in there. We got in. He got in, and we drove back to the parking, GoPort parking, and I didn't tip him again. I don't think. I don't remember. I don't think I tipped him again. But he unloaded our luggage. I want to say he helped us put it. No, he didn't help us put it in the car. Um, but we got in the car and we went to our next destination, which was Daytona Beach. Um, I forgot to mention it in my video about my experience, but someone emailed me and asked me to elaborate on it more. So before you're going to um, Port Canaveral, Cape Canaveral to go on a cruise, you need to go to goport.com. If you're flying in, you can try that. Um, but they'll have a list of hotels if you're doing it that way. Um, but I found out since we were driving, it was cheaper for us to do hotel and then park. Um, I was told about a couple more places, but um, I can't think of the name of it. They all had different prices. Um, but do your research. Um, I would recommend GoPort parking or goport.com/parking. Um, unless you find a hotel that does what is it called? Cruise parking or parking and cruise, snooze cruise parking or something like that. Where you can park at the hotel and their shuttle will take you to um the cruise. Um, Now as far as getting back to the hotel when your ship come back, I guess you will let them know or call them and they'll come get you. Um, so yeah. I'm trying to remember what happened in 2013. I think, well, then at I stayed in Cocoa Beach at the Radisson. I think it was the Radisson, and they transported me to the ship. I didn't know anything. I was first time. I didn't know nothing. Um, Matter of fact, I had took the bus. I took the bus from here, from Texarkana to Titusville, Florida. Then I took a cab to the hotel, um, and I stayed like 2 days before the cruise. And they, like I said, they took me to the ship. Um, but when the ship came back, the cruise was over. The ship came back. I think I went to. I think I went and paid like either $25 or $30 for. I don't know if it was GoPort.com then or GoPort. I got on the. They put me on the bus and it took me to the airport. So I'm thinking it's the same. It was the same, bus or whatever. Um, I got to the airport. I was still catching the bus out. So I got to the airport. I caught a city bus with my luggage um, to Greyhound. And I think I had to catch two buses, but I had help. People were so nice to help me on and off the bus or whatever because I was like, I don't know where I'm going. Um, so I got to Greyhound, and then that's where I was until my bus left. Like I got there maybe about 3, but my bus didn't leave until 10 p.m. So once I got on the Greyhound, I was cool. Or actually, when I got to the Greyhound bus station, I was okay. I was okay. Um, but yeah, um, I did something else in Orlando another time. I don't remember. Oh, I went to Tampa, but I was staying in Orlando for a little while, and I caught a lift to Kissimmee, and I was staying there a week. So you know that's just one of my travel adventures. um, yeah. So I hope this answers your question. Thank you for emailing me. Um, because I mentioned it in my video, but I didn't elaborate on it. So yes. Um, it was a good experience to know that, you know, there's something I felt comfortable parking the car there at um the GoPort parking. Um, so like I said, if you want to use it, if you're going on a cruise out of Orlando, Port Canaveral, Cape Canaveral, um, do your research with GoPort.com. They have a lot of options where, like I said, you can fly in, you can fly in, and they'll pick you up. The only thing, if it's after, I think 10 o'clock, you have to get from the airport to your hotel. I think they stop running at between 8 and 10. I'm not sure, but make sure you do your research. Um, so yeah, have a good night or a good morning, and I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye. Mwah.